Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Today I'm with a new video on a grammatical topic. And here in this topic, my students often find it difficult. To help them or to make it easy to my learners, I'm here with this grammatical topic. Listen to some sentences. If you read more, you will learn more. If the sun sets, it gets dark. If you touch the fire, it burns. So, if you observe these sentences, you will find that there are two parts here in these types of sentences. In the first part, there is the cause, and in the second part, there is the effect, result, or consequence. So, in one part, it has the condition, and it starts with if, and in another part, that's the result. And that is why these types of sentences are often termed to be if clause. They are actually conditional sentences. There are four types of conditions, and these conditions usually talk about facts. It may be general truth, scientific truth, and at the same time, it may be real possibilities. That means there is a possibility of this to happen. And at the same time, this may be imagined or unreal past or unreal possibilities. And the four conditionals are zero conditional sentence, first conditional sentence, second conditional sentence, and third conditional sentence. Knowing the very structures of these sentences is a must because these are very common in competitive exams. And at the same time, the natives use these conditions frequently in their day-to-day conversation. So, having a good comment over these structures or over these sentences is a must. So now let's talk about zero conditionals. Zero conditionals actually where the general facts I've already said, scientific truth, or things that are always true. Here in these types of sentences, if one happens, others will happen, shall happen. That means it must happen. This is the very nature of this condition. And the structure of this sentence will be if plus present simple plus present simple. That means in one part there will be present simple, and in another part also there will be present simple. Okay. And the possibility of this to happen is 100%. That means it must happen. Let's give some examples like if you heat ice, what will happen? It melts. Is there any doubt? No doubt. If you heat ice, it melts, and there is no doubt of its being happened. If the sun sets, what will happen? It gets dark. Okay. If you touch the fire, if you boil water 100 degrees Celsius, it melts. So this will happen. This must happen. So these types of sentences are called zero conditionals. So when we will see that the possibilities of these conditions is to be fulfilled for 100%, then we will use this structure. Now let's talk about first conditional sentence. And this is the real or likely things. Likely things, that means it has the possibility of happening, but not 100%. But it is only 50%. That means it may happen or may not happen. So if the situation goes like this, then we will use this structure or we will use this condition. And the very structure of this sentence will be if plus present simple plus future simple. If clause will be in present simple and the rest part, then the result part or the effect part will be future simple. For example, you can say about if it rains, what will happen? We will stay home. If it rains, we will stay home. There is the possibility of raining, and at the same time, it may not rain. If you come, I will go. There is the possibility of your coming, and at the same time, you may not come. So, here in these sentences, the possibility is only 50%. It may happen or may not happen. And in such situations, we will use first conditional sentence. Now, let us talk about second conditionals. It is actually imagined, fake, or unlikely situation. Unlikely situation, that means there is no possibility of this to happen in present or future. It is actually the fancy or the imagination. And the structure of the sentence will be if plus past simple, that means if clause will be in past simple, and the rest part will be would or could or might plus base form of the verb followed by the subject. For example, you can say, if I own the lottery, I would buy a car. If I own the lottery, I would buy a car. So now there is no possibility of this to happen. It is imagined or unlikely situation. For example, we can give some more examples like, if I were a rich man, I would help the poor. If you worked hard, you might prosper in life. So remember, the structure is if plus past simple plus would, could, might plus bar one followed by the subject. Now let's go to the third conditionals. So what's the use of it? It is unreal situation in the past. Unreal situation in the past. Things that did not happen. And in such situations, we will use third conditionals. And its structure will be if plus past perfect tense. That means if clause will be in past perfect tense, and then subject plus would, could, might plus have plus verb 3. Would, could, might plus have plus verb 3 followed by the subject. For example, you can say, if I had studied, I would have passed the test. If I had been a doctor, I would have served the village people free. If you had wanted, I would have helped you. So we must be very careful about the very structures of these four sentences. And these are really very important. Hopefully, you have become quite clear. Thank you so much.